Well, back again. Right, figures, as you can see here. I haven't been doing much, I've not been that well, so I've been doing very little. I've done a bit, but not much. I got my figures a few days ago. I've been looking over them and seeing what I can do with them. The first figure here, from the railway set, can convert over to a normal sailor in shirt sleeves without much trouble at all. I'll just put the cap on him. I'll just paint him up. He's not right colours for the paint for the US Navy personnel, but he's near the colours. So I just needed to make sure everything worked fine for him. He does. He's not going on the deck of this one. I need ones with bomber jackets on. Again, you can't buy them, so you've got to convert them. But what I've done with him is I've had to carve the sleeves off. This chap's got rolled up sleeves, so I've had to carve them off. I put some thicker paint on it to make it look into a full shirt. So he'll go on another diorama, but nice, easy, done. The next figure, well, let's just talk about these two figures first. I haven't converted these yet, but these are going to be officers. Single-breasted. I've got to fill up the skirt here. I don't know whether you can see that. Let me just move these out of the way here. I'll try and zoom in on these. Oops, zoom in. There we go. Right. Now, this one here has got a single-breasted coat, but the bottom skirt is split, so this will have to be filled in. So it's got a full skirted tunic. The top half will have to be filled in a bit as well. That's too deeper V for the uniform, so I'll have to redo that and redo these collars and lapels. So that is a little bit of work involved with it. This one, however, I think is just about right depth here. I will have to check it, obviously, but I will. But he's on a double-breasted coat, full skirted, so I'm going to have to change it to a single-breasted coat with a belt, again with belts on them, both of these. And again, this one here, fill up the bottom skirt to make it full skirted, fill up the top here again, put them all in and put a belt on him, and I would have to put a couple of pockets on the jackets as well using styrene. The biggest problem with these ones are their caps. These are officers. These would be made into officers. So if I move, let me move back a bit here, and you can see, so you can see their heads. I'm going to have to make full caps for them out of green putty. That's going to take a little bit of work. Not too much, but again, it's going to take a lot more work. Let's put these two up out the way, because I haven't done those yet. I will be getting round to those. This one, however, I've already converted two of them. First one is a chap lying on the deck. Now, if you imagine this line of this yellow is the deck. Here, where this chap is the walkway. He seems to be lying on the deck with his head just over the walkway. There we go. It's basically like that. I don't know whether he's climbing onto the deck or climbing off the deck, or he's chatting to somebody on the walkway. I don't know. The photograph doesn't actually show it, but he's actually on the photograph of the Mitchells being taken off on the day of the raid, so he's on the layout. What I had to do is I cut his elbows off here. I cut the wrists off as well. I've re-glued the arms back on, the forearms back onto the elbows. The hands didn't. I couldn't get them right, so I've left them off. It doesn't matter about this one. You wouldn't see it anyway. His hands would be underneath him. So he's been done. I've still got to do his front to make it into a full bomber jacket type style. I've done his back. I forgot, I cut through the back here as well in a V and lifted his back up a bit. Hang on, up like that, a bit up like. I've also done the same with his neck. I've cut through the neck, put a V slot in it and moved his moved his head up, so he's looking up a bit on while he's lying down. Right, that's him out of the way. He's a one-off. Again, Batman. Not a cartoon, but not the costumed crime fighter, but the Batman for waving the aircraft on and off the deck. He's had quite a bit of conversion work done to him. Again, I've used this figure. I've pulled this arm out a bit here. I've cut the jacket down to a bomber shaped jacket, excuse me. It doesn't want me to do it to him. I've cut this down to a bomber style jacket. I've filled in, I've put more putty over the top of this jacket here and this part of the jacket at the back here. And made it into one of those big jackets they wore over the top in bright yellow. Now I've cut his arm off and moved it up, so he's crawling up the next aircraft to takeoff position. Now I've got a model of this, and I've got a photograph of a model of this, been down in America. He's got a yellow jacket and a yellow skull cap. According to my records, that's wrong. Yellowish jacket, fine. Blue trousers, wrong on it. Yellow skull cap, wrong. He never had a yellow skull cap. I've got a photograph of the actual Batman on the day. Waiting for clearance to let the aircraft go for takeoff. His skull cap's black with a white stripe. His trousers are khaki. Plus, on the other one, he's holding a flag. The photograph I've got is a Batman holding a checkered bat, not a flag. So they're going to be corrected on there. So he's done. He's almost finished. I've got a little bit more work to do on the front of the waistcoat. I'm not sure what it's called, but the bright vest he's got on there, which I think is right.